deviation without having to go through all the steps you would have to, well, if you're doing it by hand. So take a look at the spreadsheet that I've set up so far. I've put the x figures, mean of x minus mean of x across the top, so those are my categories. And here I just plugged in a certain statistic from the internet that I found. And what we're going to be doing is using Excel to quickly find the standard deviation. So, nice thing is about this is that you don't have to put these in order. If you wanted to, you could highlight those, you can put a filter at the top, and then you could sort them ascending. Like so. And then what we're going to do is, the first thing that you want to do is you want to find the mean of x. Nice thing about that is, again, you can use the summation function. I'm going to go ahead and click average. It asks me to take the average of that. That's what I want. So 6.2 is my mean. So now what I can do is, instead of having to calculate all of the means here, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to just plug it in, and then I'm just going to copy it down. And then for this calculation, x minus the mean of x, first thing I'm going to want to do is when I enter in a formula, I'm going to press the equal button. Then I'm going to take x and then I'm going to subtract 6.2. It's going to give me that figure right there. Now I can go ahead and center it by pressing the center button. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and copy the formulas down. That means that I don't have to go and use my calculator for each individual calculation. Now, for this part, it's taking the column that I have in E, so column E, I'm going to go ahead and square that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, press the equal sign. That's the first thing you need to hit in order to put in a formula. Then I'm going to click on E4, and then to raise it to an exponent, I'm going to hold Shift and press 6, which will bring up that little upward arrow, and then I'm going to press 2 to square it. It's going to give me my number right there, and now I'm going to do the same right here. Now the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to input into that first calculation on the worksheet. In order to do that, you have to find the sum of this entire row right here. So the easy way to do that, again using Excel, you just hit the sum of that. Okay, so we've got the sum right there. Now I'm going to give this a space. This is the first calculation, which is going to be pretty much equal to this, divided by the number of pieces of data that we have, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And enter in 5. And that's that first calculation that you're going to make on your worksheet. And then the second calculation is basically taking the square root of this one right here. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to press equal sign. I'm going to click on this one, and then I'm going to raise it to the 1/2, which is the same thing as square rooting something. So my standard deviation for this group of data is 2.64 if you rounded it. And that's the nice thing about using Excel.